Good morning. So this will be a microscopic examination of two slides. One stained with blue and one with red. The blue, both were taken from the electrolysis chambers. Still regular DC, not over air. Only one was, connected, but because as the form was created, I repeatedly, like 3 or 4 times, I've taken like half of this mixture, placed it like in a metal container, then half of this mixture, placed it here, and then the half of the metal container in this one. So there was always kind of like, transfer between them. So like it's a way to mix it and also to make sure that, to get to a point that several, up to 50%, maybe a little less, maybe 40% of the needles are primed to the other place. Also, another challenge is that we had I'm not sure you watch it, like on the middle floor we have this kind of electromagnet, which is a magnet, with a huge coil wrapped around it, connected to a DC transformer, and the needles stacked one on top of each other below, not in the regular position. Also, on top we had these things here. I've added, this kind of like two metal objects to like both sides of the wire, and they are strong, dominant symbol, because they are part of, they are energized because they have the electricity flows through it. These changes might have represent either neos or the trained bacteria. I'm not certain about it because the lower levels, in retrospect, maybe tend to be more of the trained bacteria, because neos don't really look like that, to be honest. Like the magnet is connected to some kind of like metal with all this wire around it. Arguably, it's more like the train thing, and the needles that are stacked like on the bottom. You cannot see it here. I think maybe you see it. Not too much like needles and more like a train, but this is debatable. And the thing on top, I'm not sure myself. I thought it's a nice experiment. Anyway, if we had enough needles now, we already had tremendous amount, but now probably, hopefully we'll have more, and then we'll be able, maybe we'll get to the DC over here, like actual DC circle that I wanted to show you. But let's start with the examination. I can already tell you, that in the red one, one is stained with red, one in blue, and we see something that looks like a hair, and it's big enough to be certainly seen by the naked eye, and also messed with, with the pipette, just so it will be like, tidy, like on the slide. It looks, maybe it's a hair, but I'm not sure of whom. Maybe because it's quite long to be a hair that is taken from my, I shave my head every day, and it's really big, to be something, for my hand. Let's take a look. Maybe it's a hair of something. I don't know of whom, but so let's start. Also, I've added a little bit of salt water, including a little bit of like sea sand to the mixture, and a tiny bit of oil and electrolytes. You know, electrolytes are important. It's got electrolytes now. See mostly smaller Neros actually. We don't see the bigger ones. Where are all the bigger ones? It's a question. Right? We do see, I mean, we see mostly smaller ones. Hey, this is a nicer one. It's a remove with the gloves, but it's difficult to. So a nice Nero. So this is the hair, right? Yes, it's not a train bacteria. I'm not sure if it's a hair, or maybe it's. I mean, is this a hair? I mean, how did it get there? But maybe. Does hair look like that? We'll see more Neros. I mean, yes, there are Neros. I'm not afraid of the. I mean, both big and small. This is 664 modification, so they're pretty big and fat. We don't like Neros here at all, that's for sure. I'm trying to understand what is this thing that we've seen. Like, what is this thing? Like a hair or a life form? A hair to the king or an alien life form? Question. I mean, is this, you know, another kind of like pervert hiding in the academy, or maybe it's the prince or the king of Zembla? It's a question. I say it's the king of Zembla in exile, hiding from his persecutors. Nothing was ever proved about him, you know, with regards to these ridiculous allegations. I'm not sure if it's a hair or a life form of the one that we've seen a couple of days ago that was huge. You remember? What's her name? The Wire. The Wire. I wonder what could have created this thing. Like, I mean, maybe just the wire that, I mean, was the electromagnetic wire, I mean, below, you know. Maybe it wasn't like interpreted as expected, you know. Nice news. This is 64 again. Not a huge amount, but I mean, very nice amount, I would say. Nice news, also. It's mostly small and medium, which was what I intended, but where are the bigger ones? That's a life form over there. That's another one. Mostly these wires, I mean, but not really, not a train. I mean, we wanted a train, so maybe, but you know, a good kind of like, you know, take from this is that this is like a great way to actually create huge life forms, like this construction as was intended. I mean, so the intention like, originally, just I started without like, you know, the magnet just to edit stuff. But I mean, what's missing is probably clay, like so sausages, because it's only with the wire, but where are the clay sausages, right? So I mean, we need the clay sausages as well. And probably, yes, and also, yes, that's what we will do. Yes, that's the idea. In order to create huge trains. Seems nice, seems like a good idea to me. This is muted something, life form. So they were working vigorously, you know, on this thing, and on this life form, the wow, we could see also smaller ones, not just a huge one. Okay. This obviously take the focus from multiplying and, you know, increasing in size, which is a shame, but I mean, and I don't really want this life form, but first of all, it's nice to create like in the body of the Homo sapienses because, you know, more fun. And also, I mean, it's a good takeout like for the time material that I feel now safe. I mean, like there was a question of how to actually do it. Maybe take the train from me, but I don't want to disassemble this construction because I still use it. I mean, these are kind of like, you know, יש שם מצות וקורבן הפסח, כל מיני דברים נחמדים. So this is actually a great way for the tail material, just add the sausages. And also, probably, I mean, you know, we need to think about like what you actually want to have like in the bottom layer. I mean, if at all. Like it's a question. It's possible that this construction is actually a little bit so superfluous. Like, I mean, that you don't need the two huge neurons. That it's kind of like, you know, redundant, I would say. Not exactly, but there is it's not exactly like that. It's more complicated than it. Well, okay, I mean, I would say, like, time for now, I would say. Yes. Okay, let's take a look at the blue one. So maybe it's an error, but we see it alongside many other smaller ones that look very similar. This is just a gigantic. So I would say probably wire, like the life form of a wire type, which is interesting. But it makes total sense with regards to what we've tried to achieve, only that instead of neurons, we've achieved this disgusting serum. And so there's still the question of how do you energize the neurons, actually. I mean, using the I mean, with kind of like, independent electricity source, like a transformer. So we'll think about it later. So this one is taken from here, and the main difference is that now we have these two, which we didn't have before. But it was already, anyway, it was kind of like mixed, so it should be about the same, like mixture, only painted with, stained with the blue paint, like methylene blue. So nice. Straight from the start, we see, these shining lights through, 64 magnification through the black material. These are, of course, neons and beautiful ones. It looks like the moon a little bit. Nice. Nice. Okay, many neos. Dark mixture, but many neos, which is excellent. Nice. So this is workable actually. Workable for DC over here, but maybe I'll think about it for a while and then decide how to continue. Okay, so we understand that, pretty dark, material, background, and many neos flashing in the dark, which is great. Okay, so that's it for now. I think I have to continue, and maybe with DC over here, maybe another run with the material. I'll think about it.